Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What is up, my goat gigglers? And for the gramglers that don't know what that means, it means greatest of all time.
Let's go. Okay, I've elected to start this podcast because I have a story of something that happened to me the other day, and I called my mom to tell her about it, and she said, the first thing she said was, "Oh my God, I can't wait to hear what Hannah says." So that's when you know.
I'm excited.
So a couple weeks ago, you had brought up on the podcast how you shit yourself in a bodega. I was not only disgusted by you, I was a plethora of things. A plethora of feelings went through my body.
And I apologize for that.
Thank you. I apologize for judging you so harshly.
Why are we so formal right now?
Thank you so
much. Are
we
in a fucking conference call? What's happening?
Noted. So, the other day...
Oh, you're trying to tell this in a dainty way.
I'm driving home with Sierra Miller, and we stopped to get McDonald's. Great.
As one does.
As one does. I get my usual order, double cheeseburger, large fry, 6-piece chicken McNugget, wash it down with a Coca-Cola. I even got an apple pie, but I didn't touch the apple pie. I even thought, wow, Hannah would hate this apple pie. Anyway, me and Sierra had a whole conversation about how you hate the apple pies, whatever. So 20 minutes later, my stomach starts to hurt. And I'm like, Sierra, I'm not feeling so hot. And she's like, we're going to be home soon. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, I'm getting worried about it, though. My body starts going into a cold sweat. My stomach is so bloated. I had to literally take my pants off of my stomach because one press and I was going to explode. We pull up to the parking garage. Now, from the parking garage, I still have to take a 30-minute Uber home to my apartment. There's no way in hell I'm making it home to my apartment. Sierra starts laughing hysterically. I said, I really don't know why you find this funny, because if I shit in this McDonald's bag in this car, you will be right here. So I don't think
thought about it.
I thought about it. Is the laughing matter, except I knew that the bag was not a sufficient situation. We drop the car off at the parking garage. I immediately run into, there happens to be, by the grace of God, a bar across the street. I run into the bar. I say, do you have a bathroom? And he looks at me like stunned. And he was like, it's literally right there. I go in. I'm in there for like 10 minutes. And all I could think about was, for fuck's sake, Hannah, you have ruined my nails. I've now shit in a public bathroom and almost shit on the streets of New York City. I don't know what game you're playing with me, but you're done.
It's crazy because I just booked a fashion campaign. While that was happening to you, I was on the phone with my people being like, I will do a matching set and make sure my nails are done.
I mean, I never want to be in that position again and only be thinking about you. Like, it was so uncomfortable for so many reasons.
But you know what? We've both now been through this traumatizing event together, and it's bonded us to make us closer. But also, that's what you fucking get. It's fucking talking shit about me and my fucking apple pies. That's what happens. It's called karma. And the little ghost of me was like, and now she's gonna shit herself.
We were laughing so hard too. We were like, what a stupid bitch. She doesn't like these apple pies. Like, she has zero taste. And then went about our days. Yeah, I was like, gross.
Yeah, it's like a nuclear atom. And sometimes it comes in waves. It's a full emotional journey.
Emotional journey.
At first, you're like, this is mental. I'm fine. Like,
yeah,
just don't think
fine.
about the pain. And then your body's like, knock, knock, bitch.
To the point where you're clenching. And I'm like, not that like if I unclenched, I'd just shit myself. But like, you're so uncomfortable and anxious. And you're sweating. You're straight up sweating.
Honestly, it's a workout. You're burning calories.
You almost feel like at some point like you could vomit as well. Because you're so anxious.
Any orifice it could come out of. Just some quick advice for the gigglers. How do you leave that restroom and look at all like you have any grace?
Someone knocked on the door while I was in there.
That always happens.
I said nothing. I was like, they know it's locked. I said nothing. I was like, I need to literally 007 it out of here. No one can see me. It was a mess. It was
Did
a
you
mess.
make eye contact with the bartender? when you were
No,
leaving?
God, no. I wouldn't know him if I fell over him. I had so many things running through my head.
I'd be like, no one go in there. Thank you. Have a good night. I'm here till Wednesday.
So it was a very eye-opening experience for me.
So I was in Montreal. You were in the Hamps.
Yeah.
And we were texting.
Oh my
And I had a traumatic event happen to me too.
Oh my God. This was...
You also just said to me, no one direct messages on TikTok.
Right. I had just said that. We're literally manifesting
witches.
that. Yes, we are. We're witches.
And I have to tell you guys this update on my life because you know how this like celebrity dude DM'd me once? This is
The opposite.
a million times bigger than that.
And also a different format.
Yes. Also like, yeah, it's all opposite. So I'm sitting scrolling through TikTok as one does.
Yeah.
And I get a DM from, it says it's a celebrity's name.
Yep.
But immediately you're like, oh, this is a Stan account. This
Yep.
is someone who made a fake page.
Mhm.
But then it's verified. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then it has like millions of followers. And I'm
Yep.
like, that's strange.
About like almost 10 million, I'd say.
At least.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say the name.
I think it's pertinent to the story.
I mean, I think we should. You guys, Hailey Bieber messaged me on TikTok this weekend. But it's complicated. It's not as simple as it sounds.
It's not
It's
as
not as simple as it
lovely
sounds.
as you're imagining it.
We manifested wrong. We manifested wrong.
Yeah, we did.
So I had this girl, Claire Parker,
Mm-hmm.
hilarious comic on Burning in Hell. She reads all these crazy documentaries and conspiracy theories. I highly recommend you listen. And one of them is about Hillsong. And this bitch loves blind items.
Mm-hmm.
She's going off. And I'm like, give it to me, give it to me. I want all the drama. I'm eating popcorn. I'm like, I love cults. Tell me more. And she has this conspiracy theory. I love how I'm repeating it now. But anyway, a conspiracy theory that Hillsong kind of like was connecting celebrity men with certain celebrity women, and that Hailey Bieber was actually supposed to be with Chris Pratt, but then they realized he had political aspirations, so that's why he's with Katherine Schwarzenegger.
All alleged. We all alleged.
Completely alleged, and then she went into like other crazy shit. And it got like 1 million views on TikTok, but still, this is my TikTok. This is my niche corner of the internet of me and my silly friends. Oh God. So I get a message and it's all capital letters. Girl. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. She yelled. She yelled.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm not an object, so therefore I can't be, full capital letters, given to someone. ... That whole video made me, capital letters, sick. But then she had a cry face and then a side cry face, which made me think that she was like not 100%
Serious.
angry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, keep going, because then I ran this by a few people to see what their take was on it. So we did a focus group.
The first thing I do is say, Paige. Paige. I text her twice just saying Paige, Paige. And I screenshot it to her. And she goes, wait, what?
I had previously taken an edible. So
What?
I'm reading this and I'm like, there's no way Hailey Bieber DM'd Hannah. I went to Hailey's Instagram. I was like, this is a different picture. This is a Stan account. She's stupid. I fell asleep.
I posted a video about the Hillsong cult. This is insane. Paige doesn't respond.
Paige is now in another land.
Paige,
Living her
Paige isn't
life.
available.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Because then Paige texts me the next day and goes, wait, I took an edible last night and couldn't fully process this. So Hailey Bieber hates us. And I go, ha ha ha, no, just me. Because of this video. And I send the video. And you go, no, I'm crying. Why is this making me laugh so fucking hard? And you go, it's crazy that that's what she picked on the internet about her to be mad at.
We just want to say this is a Hailey Bieber Stan
Hailey
account.
Bieber Stan account.
Because we picked road over skin
We
situation
support Rhode.
Kim is doing.
I drank Hailey Bieber's smoothie. We love, Hailey Bieber is a full icon.
A full icon.
And also, if anyone messages her, Hannah and Paige were talking shit, we're not.
We're
We are
not.
just saying the facts. And now I'm saying she was right.
She was right.
She was 100% right.
Yep.
Because I've recently in the last couple of years realized there's a lot of, snarky accounts
Yes.
that want to get follows by making fun of celebrities, being mean to celebrities,
Yep.
starting gossip about celebrities.
Yep.
And it's easy to get clicks.
Yes.
I realized that a certain celebrity, everyone who has followers, is human. And I
Correct.
never want to be the cause. But I thought that Hailey Bieber was big. Like, I think I'm a little harsh on Kim. Because I know Kim doesn't listen.
I thought you were going to say, because I know Kim. And so, like, I can
'Cause
be...
Kim gets me.
Yeah.
But,
No.
like, they're on another level of
Fame. Yeah.
But TikTok algorithm's crazy.
I was just going to say, let's look at the bright side. You are in a supreme motherfucking algorithm on TikTok. Me, I'm on jail talk. Don't know what that says about me, but it's fine.
No, well, I joke that I'm shadow banned whenever it does bad. I think I'm shadow banned on Be Real. Anyway,
I need to download Be Real.
but this is the crazy part about it all.
Yeah.
Because I was like, is she mad or is she just messaging me that it's insane? Because I didn't say anything bad about her. I kind of was like, that's crazy. I mean, my video made her sick.
Right.
Which, like, it made me sick too.
I mean, if we had $1, you know. Yeah.
But then I clicked on her page and she's following 112 people.
Yeah.
And one of them is me.
Hannah Lucy. Okay. First of all, you didn't tell me that part of the story. That's pertinent to the entire story.
I just found that out.
So she wasn't mad at you. The girl you had on your podcast, dead to her.
I threw that bitch under the bus so bad in my response. So tell me if this is a good response.
Okay.
It took me a full day to come up with it. And okay, what would you call Hailey Bieber in the intro of the vid? Would you say Hailey? Kind of creepy. Like I don't know.
You're not at like Hales.
Yeah.
She called
for
you
sure
girl.
not.
So like
She called me girl. I was gonna say girly, but like,
are we too old?
Sarcastic.
Yeah, like that could be like cutesy. Like when people try and call you hun, and you're like, don't fucking call me hun. Like it could have been taken like that.
What would you use?
I probably would not have addressed her. I probably just would have said, hey.
So I panicked and I went too far.
Okay.
I said, my love.
Oh. No. You started just praying to her. You were like, you are the most holy
love
thing.
My life.
Love
Like,
my
I guess I wanted to show like I'm coming with love and light. This
Right,
message is coming with love and light. I
Yes.
should have started it with love and light. I just deleted that wild video. And I wrote LOL. Like what?
Right.
Like why did I write LOL? And then I wrote I threw Claire under the bus. I go, I'm so sorry, my guest.
My guest literally took acid before she came on my podcast. I had nothing to do with it.
I had no idea who that woman was. She just took the microphone. I said, I'm so sorry. My guests love talking about crazy conspiracies, and I should not have.
I, the
it.
innocent one.
I should not have pressed the button. I should not have pulled the trigger. But my
should
guest
not-
put all the bullets in the gun.
Should not have given this woman a platform to speak
By the
ill
way,
of you.
she has an incredible podcast called Celebrity Memoir Book Club.
Yeah,
Check it out.
honestly, it's very interesting.
So then I go, you are an iconic legend. And I'm so sorry that video caused you any drama. I said, keep killing the game and stay away from sex cults. LOL, upside down smiley face.
Wait, I think
Risks were taken.
I kind of think
Risks
it
were
was
taken.
beautiful.
Because I could have sent like a whole paragraph to her
Totally.
about like
Could have been so
objectifying
serious.
women.
Yes.
I could have also been quick and like not creepy and just be like, boo, you're right. Thank you, heart. She has not responded.
Right. Did she see it?
I don't think so, but I also don't know how TikTok messages
Right.
works. But it's been 3 days. And you know what? At first I was like, it's crazy she even messaged me. It's less crazy that she hasn't responded.
1000%. Look, moral of the story, you and Hailey are friends, and, you know, TikTok did that, and I'm
The
appreciative
universe
of it.
is so fucking
If
small.
she was mad, she wouldn't be following you.
Or she just, I was going to think, oh, she doesn't know, but she only follows 112 people.
She only follows Elite Supreme.
She only follows her
Cream
family
of
and
the
me.
crop. You're literally going on the next family vacation.
I'll keep you guys posted. Also, Jenny McCarthy followed me.
Oh my
this weekend.
God. You're just
And
crushing the game.
It just makes the world seem so fucking small. And I've also realized, like, even big celebrities are people too.
I know. And people really are so mean. And so, like, before we do front page news.
I mean, we're pretty good.
No,
We're
we
pretty
actually
good.
are really good.
Like, we were giving love to Leo Michelle last episode. That was like philanthropy.
And people were saying she can't read, and we were like, "This is a Leah Michelle Stan account.
I go,
we don't
Paige
care."
can't read.
Yeah,
Leah
we
Michelle
were like,
can't.
"Hello." We started a
knows what
new
illiteracy is.
rumor so that her rumor would stop.
But I do have to say, the whole thing made me a little sad
Why?
because I thought there was a point in fame where maybe you were like impervious
Yeah.
to
Oh my God, good
being
use of
hurt.
impervious.
Never used that word before in my life.
Don't know if
Don't
it
where
was
came
correct in
from.
that sentence, but I'm pretty sure it was. Let's just go with it.
We don't know. But I felt I hope she, you know when she did that video being like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Everyone leave me alone.
Yeah.
That was towards me.
Yeah. I feel like in the times that like I've scrolled Instagram and randomly I'll get to a video and it'll be like Paige DeSorbo. I'm like, no.
No. It's
More-
the worst feeling in the world.
More times out of 10, I just scroll it. Like I don't even like watch it. And
Yeah,
if there's
that's
a
a smart
lot
thing
of
to do.
comments, I'm like, this has nothing to do with me. This is.
But also a lot of the comments were just like, Hillsong is crazy. A lot's of saying like there's a whole documentary out of it. Like we weren't making up lies, but a lot of people were like, that's not about Justin and Hailey, and it's like valid. They're not with Hillsong anymore.
Right. And I showed the message to a few people and
Did you show Sierra?
Yeah, it was the first thing I said to her when I saw her. I go, "Oh my God, you're gonna die. Guess who DM'd Tana?" and then
Hailey did also ask me to like start a podcast with her, which is
shut
crazy.
the fuck up, Hannah. I'm coming too. Like, if you think you're getting away from me, it's hilarious. And then I showed Craig, and he was the first person to say, I don't think she's mad. And I didn't even pick up on that. I was like, wait, why? And he was like, look at the emojis she used. Like, she's not, she just thinks it's crazy. And I was like, but she said it made her sick. And he was like, okay. But now knowing that she follows you.
Look, if you do, she did crying face that I use for laughing face, and then she did crying face slanted on diagonal.
Like the slanted eye, like diagonal. Like where it's like,
Yes.
It looks like the eyes are like X's.
Yes, but
Okay.
I would say I didn't ever see Hailey Bieber using that emoji.
I didn't see Hailey Bieber using any emojis.
I didn't see Hailey Bieber using so many capital letters.
I also just never saw Hailey Bieber DMing you.
You go, no offense. Why you?
Honestly,
Why you?
I felt like if it was going to be someone, it was going to be me. But
I did say that to Des. I go, you know what the funniest thing is? Like, I love Hailey. I think she's an icon. But
Yeah.
like, I have friends who like would wear her skin.
myself included, if I could skin her and wear her like last year's Versace, I would get a box cutter and do it.
But overall, because I don't want Hailey now to be like, oh my God, I DM'd this girl and now she's talking shit about me on a pod. Again, what I want to use this for is to say, we don't appreciate how relevant Hailey has been to our culture.
Yeah.
Like, even the last month, like, she has the most famous smoothie. She has the most famous nail. Everyone's getting these pearl nails.
Everyone
Have you
gets the
seen
Hailey
them?
nail.
People
I've
literally in New
changed
York go say, can I have the Hailey Bieber nail?
I feel like she's one of the most influential style icons of our generation. And
Wow.
No, seriously, I think over Kendall for sure, because I think she actually really cares about fashion and like knowing that half the time she doesn't even have a stylist. That's just her putting outfits together.
Really?
Yeah, she like it was in the news that she had like fired her stylist
She
a couple
did,
months
yeah.
ago. She sometimes works with a different one. She sometimes works with the old one, but like mainly she's doing her own outfits. And I think, you know, look, you can also be like, everyone does their own outfits every single day. Like, but like she dresses so cool. She changes trends. She creates the trend that
Yes.
we all then copy. And that
I
says
feel like
something.
she kind of normalized the like slick bun.
Are you kidding? Yes. The whole reason people do slick back parted in the middle of buns is because of Hailey Bieber. She basically started the low rise trend. We don't love her for that, but she looks great in it. She definitely started like doing the cargo pants.
Yes. Yeah. You know what upset me about all this? Not only that she was low-key mad at me, but also I was like, why are you wasting your time with me?
Right. You're like, you're so much better than this, like me being a troll on Instagram.
But I hope she read it and I hope she was like cool, and shout out to Hailey. We love you so much. And I want to formally apologize for my video causing you any stress. Sometimes my guest is like,
they're
out of
crazy.
No, but I love conspiracies, and sometimes like we might lean too hard. I do think that her and Justin I don't know anything about them, so I can't make assumptions like that.
But we think they're great.
But I do think that she's like
icon. She also talks about having anxiety a lot, and I feel like that alone makes you a giggler.
Exactly. The gigglers have so much anxiety, and this message from her was like an anxiety thought for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Side note, low-rise jeans, I had like a premonition.
Okay.
Are people gonna start getting belly button rings again?
Well, I saw this other thing. I forget what it was. It was either a TikTok or it was like on like a women's wear daily thing. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. But it was like, okay, so the Y2K trend is really in right now, and like the very girly, like basically looking like a teeny bopper sometimes.
Yeah.
The next trend that's going to be really big is like literally what happened after that trend in the 2000s. So it's going to be a lot of layers, a lot of like grunge, a lot of oversized like bomber jackets.
Are guys going to spike their hair and bleach it?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's going to be very like 2000s, but like the other side of it. So not as like girly and poppy.
Also, speaking of celebrities influencing culture, Kim Kardashian and Kylie both posted like make Instagram again. We don't want to see videos. We want to just see our friends looking cute in photos.
Right.
And Kylie Jenner, they say, is kind of the catalyst for
new social media.
Snapchat going to shit when she's like, Snapchat's lame, LOL, and it like lost like millions of dollars.
Yeah, she
in
posted
stock.
like, does anyone even use Snapchat anymore? And they lost like
You're done.
$1.8 billion.
You're done. So basically they posted that about Instagram. So everyone's like, oh, Instagram's now immediately shifting more towards photos.
But then
and I'm like,
Instagram put something out and they were like, no, like we hear you, we get it, we don't care. Like basically like we're smarter than you. We're not like changing it.
you think what you're on the apps for, and like TikTok, I like seeing strangers try to make me laugh or like give me random information, where Instagram, like I want to see like what my friends are working on and what they're doing and what their vibe is.
Yeah, I want to see like aesthetically pleasing things on Instagram, like pictures of outfits, pictures of like people's vacations, pictures of like, I wanted to go back to like a picture of a plate of pasta that has 27 filters on it. Like that is the vibe that I want.
That has a border.
Yeah, and then it's just like one has a border and the caption is like yum. Like I don't need all these videos. I go to TikTok.
So I downloaded Be Real.
Okay, what do you think? What's the vibe on there?
Because I was like so confused by when you told me about it last week that I was like, I have to see it for myself. I get it now, where it's like fun to see your friends like basically look like shit, and it's good for your mental health to be like, oh, like even though Paige is like still posting photos from her Italy vacation, she's not there anymore, and she actually is like watching Netflix.
Whoa, don't make me DM Hailey and be like, everything that bitch said was a fucking lie.
Wait, you didn't go, I am so sorry, my crazy friend.
No, she's so crazy. She's so obsessed with you. Gross.
You start bonding with her over talking shit about me, you go, and she doesn't like apple pies. What a sicko.
I go, she doesn't even wash her face, so like she wouldn't care about your skincare routine.
I also bought Rhode lip gloss.
Oh, before or after she came for you?
Before.
Oh, okay.
I bought it to try it.
Is it like an oil?
It was stickier than I thought it would be.
Oh my God, strike two, Hannah.
I have to keep it real.
Okay,
me in trouble.
So you download Be Real. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I download Be Real. And you'll press like take a photo of me and it like pauses for a sec. So I'll also look, and they tell you it's a snitching app. They snitch on you if you redo your photo. They also snitch on you if you're late. So I'll get notifications like girl with no job is 4 hours late to her photo. But then I'm waiting around. No one's asked me to take a photo.
How many friends do you have on Be Real?
I don't know, but I think it's just like 4 actual friends. Like for me, I'm like just adding friends.
Can you be in different groups?
Oh, okay. I just realized it. To view people's Be Reals, you have to post yours.
Oh.
So like right now it's like blurry and it says like post to see theirs. But like I'm gonna be honest.
Does it have to be a picture of you?
No. So what it does is when you post it, it shows what you look like and what you're looking at.
Oh my God.
So like it would show right now, if I took it, it would show me and then like my computer in front of me and my podcast equipment.
She's a entrepreneur working gal.
It's definitely not an app. I feel like if you're single and trying to date, or it's good to be like, I'm so
because the basis
real.
of dating is lying.
Yeah. Like
So-
if you want someone to love you, don't be yourself on this app.
For at least the first 3 months.
Yeah. So Be Real, like people are into it, but my hypothesis, even though we talked shit on TikTok before and now it's great, is that like it's going to be cool for a bit, but then people are going to be like, okay, I want to look hot again. I think TikTok's the great in between.
I don't even remember the days that we talk shit on TikTok.
Well, when we first started Giggly Squad, we were like, wow, those dances are crazy. Like I could never.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I see way less dances. I've tailored my algorithm to be like, not me, not now.
I think also people aren't just like home all day to like
Make
learn
up dances.
these fucking dance moves. Like people have to pay taxes.
But some people don't.
And some people don't.
And talk about
Like
a transition.
Shakira.
This is why they pay us the big bucks. Look how we did that. Hello? What is going on with her? She basically...
Girly.
They're saying... The Spanish government is saying that she... Tax fraud for like $15 million. Not a small sum, Shakira. Not a small sum. She's denying all of it, saying she wasn't even in Spain when they're saying like all of this money wasn't calculated correctly, like whatever.
She's living your nightmare.
She's living my literal nightmare. The amount of people that have DM'd me about it being like, ha ha ha, you're next. I'm like, that's not great. Thank you so much.
People kept messaging me being like, LOL Paige.
Yeah. I was like, guys, if hundreds of people manifest this, I'm not going to be fucking happy about it. So,
Gigglers, you guys have manifesting power too. And
no, you've literally...
Great power comes great responsibility. But
you guys made me
Shakira,
shit in the street. You literally made me shit in the street.
And that was a growing and a learning lesson for you.
She could face up to 8 years.
When she did her whole Super Bowl thing,
yes,
I already heard murmurs that she was in trouble.
She's been dealing with this for 5 years.
So what does face prison mean? Like, is that just clickbait? Is that like Jen Shah?
Like the judge could sentence her to up to 8 years.
Because she's been convicted?
She hasn't been convicted yet, but...
Okay.
But...
Has anyone checked on Jen Shah?
Here's the thing when it comes to like Bravo celebrities and going to jail. I feel like when we know they're definitely going to go to jail, we kind of like ease up on them. Like we know that she's going to jail.
Like
so
Erica
it's like
should just go to jail and that would be a great
she'd get less
storyline.
bad press. I feel like people would be less mean to her.
Do you remember when Teresa did a full-on spinoff?
Remember when she had
coming back from prison?
A spinoff?
She had like a couple episodes as like a special.
Remember when Teresa did a full-on photo shoot in jail and I live and die by that photo?
Absolutely.
I think Shannon Ford sent it to us in a group chat.
Yes, she did.
I don't know what the context of that was either.
No, I don't think there was.
Sent a photo of Teresa.
Or she was like, girlies,
group. Let's go out. And it was like Teresa in jail with like all of her jailmates. And it was just so perfect.
And I was like, interesting. Who's the Teresa of the group? Oh, yeah. Teresa's daughter is looking at colleges. Guess where she's looking? Go Badgers.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I DM'd Teresa. I was like, let me know if you need any, information on Wisconsin.
Because I did go 15 years ago and they still know me. Get over it, you frat boy. Go Badgers, though.
Go Badgers. Paige, it's August. It's my birthday month. It's Leo season.
Oh, right. Oh, God. When's your birthday again?
August 12th.
Fuck, I gotta remember that.
Yeah, you were like, this is the great thing about Paige. She will send flowers for the littlest thing. I'll be like, I did not shit myself
in the
today.
toilet today.
And you'll send me flowers. And they're like gorgeous, gargantuan, gorgeous flowers. I think it's just to remind everyone that she has taste, you know? Because when you walk, I was like, where'd you get that? And then you're always like, Paige. And you're like, why? And you're like, no, for her own ego. And then, no, I'm just kidding.
To be like, hey, I'm a good fucking friend. But yeah, when it comes to birthdays,
we have big. My birthday doesn't matter. I'm turning 31. I literally could give less of a shit about it.
Yeah.
However, your birthday's big.
I know.
In November.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. This is safe space.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm partly excited to turn 30, and I'm partly sad about it.
Yes. Because like turning 27, 28, 29, you're just like,
whatever.
Oh my God, I'm getting close to 30.
Yeah. When you're actually turning 30, it's like, hold on a second.
It's also like reframe your perspective of like you made it to 30. And you dated some fucked up dudes.
No. So many. I wonder how many will reach out to me and say happy 30th.
I forgot to tell you, and I shouldn't say this on the pod, but I will. In a random comedy green room, some woman walks in and she's like, oh my God, my cousin used to date Paige.
Stop. Her cousin?
Yeah.
Say the name, and if I need to cut it out, I'll cut it out. First name? No! Jailman?
Is he Jailman?
Yeah.
Jailman's aunt said
that
you're stronger for it.
And I was like, but he's 6'5". And you're like, okay.
Anyway.
Anywho.
You wrote my eyebrows in FaceTime. What's happening?
I have a conspiracy theory that I really only like. I do love my eyebrows. I'm going to this new eyebrow place, and they've done wonders. But I've realized that my eyebrows look the best in FaceTime. And that is because I only look at myself in FaceTime. And if you don't look at yourself in FaceTime and you look at the other person, I have nothing in common with you.
No.
I was FaceTiming Craig, and I was looking at myself, and I was just like, I look so good.
I will change the angle like every 3 seconds. Like,
yeah.
I'm at a photo shoot.
To the point now that when I do look at Craig's face on FaceTime, he thinks I'm scrolling my phone because he's so used to where my eyes are on the screen when I'm looking.
Does he call you out? Like, are you on your phone?
Yeah, he's like, you're on your phone. Like, you're not even listening to me. And I go, I'm literally staring at you.
He
goes, that's not where your eyes always are. I go, because I'm usually looking at my damn self.
Also, when guys FaceTime, they have the worst angle. Like, I will get the ick if I look at you during FaceTime. Like, they hold it right under their chin.
Yeah. Craig's pretty good about it because he's pretty vain as well.
Oh, he holds it above?
He just like holds it normal.
Yeah.
But we did this new thing as a couple too that I felt was very constructive, and I felt like the gigglers needed to know about it. Not like if you're hitting a rut with your boyfriend, nothing like that, but like to get closer to your boyfriend, I think that it's really important to tell him all of your intrusive thoughts just to gauge the level of crazy that he's comfortable with.
I love that. And also give it with like an asterisk. Like, I'm going to tell you something that is an intrusive thought. I know it's crazy, but I need to let it out.
And so I started saying some of my intrusive thoughts, and Craig went silent for a second. And I was like, oh my God, this was too much. And then he said, I've thought the same exact thing. And it was almost like immediately the intrusive thought became irrelevant. Like, not a thing anymore, nothing I would ever worry about, because I was like, you do? And he was like, yes, I'm a human, obviously, like, I've thought about that, and like that would be a crazy outcome. Or like,
was it like a relationship type of intrusive thought, like that had to
some
do with
of them
him?
were some of them, yes, some of them were absolutely relationship based.
That's vulnerable.
It was very vulnerable. And then I went to sleep that night, and I had horrible dreams that he cheated on me with this blonde girl wearing a tennis outfit, and for some reason we were all in a hospital. Anywho, it took a weird turn.
You go, Madison?
It definitely took
Wait, but I mean, that is beautiful. And and it says something about your relationship, though, that you even feel comfortable enough to try that.
And I was like, what a mental health moment.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
I will say some intrusive thoughts about like my career maybe where Des, because he's lived it already, will be like,
yeah,
I used to think that too, like it's normal, but then he'll be like, don't think that though, and I'm like, okay, well I have to because
but sometimes talking it out, you're just like, oh.
But when you say, it's like journaling with someone. When you say it out loud, you realize how insane it sounds.
It was basically like we cheated on like not having to journal, and that's so us.
Because honestly, journals aren't bad for the environment.
They seriously are.
You saw Taylor Swift is getting attacked for her environmental jets.
Oh, yeah. When it was like she took like 170. There was like a meme that it was like, who leaked Taylor Swift's like flight itinerary? And it was just a picture of Kris Jenner. I know that if I had a private jet, I would take it to the fucking grocery store. Like, I get it. Like, I just think there are bigger things that we could...
Starbucks?
I think there are bigger things that we could do to help the environment other than like freaking out about private jets. You know, bring back the straw situation, you know? Let's take the straws away again.
Someone was like me sipping on a like wet paper straw while looking at Taylor Swift's jet itinerary. So when I was in Montreal, I was in the airport. You know how they have the like duty free shit?
Yeah.
And they have tons of perfumes. And growing up, my Nana used to collect really beautiful perfume bottles and like have it all decorated around her bathtub. Like it was gorgeous. So I always thought of like perfumes as so regal, but like I'm trash, like not for me. I decided to start smelling all these. I'm like, oh, what is this?
You're like a Bath and Body Works plastic spray kind of bitch.
I actually
like,
never use.
coconut.
I wanted to know from you, like, I don't use perfume. Partially because it makes me nauseous sometimes. Like, it could be so strong. And also people fall in love with your natural pheromones. But I do use deodorant. What's your perfume game? Like, what's the cool girl perfume thing?
I have never been big in the perfume game in terms of like, oh my God, this is my signature scent.
Why'd you sound like
I don't
Luann
know.
just then? Darling, this is my signature
Darling,
scent.
this is what I smell like. But so like anytime I get like a perfume in like a gifting, like a PR gifting thing, I'm like, fuck yeah, like a new perfume. I can't tell you the last time I went to the store and bought a perfume. I used to have a perfume by Le Labo that was really good. Right now I'm using like a Baccarat because I got it like gifted. I have no idea.
When do you wear
it smells
perfume?
fine.
Like when you go out to dinner?
I wear perfume every single day, and one of my girlfriends used to work for Becca Cosmetics, and she was like one of the, not scientists, but she worked on like a lot of like formulas, and she said the way to get perfume to really stick is you have to, when you get out of the shower and like say you lotion or say you don't lotion, doesn't really matter, whatever, you spray your perfume on your actual skin, and putting it on your wrists and rubbing it together does nothing. Like, do not do that. Spray it on your actual skin. Let it like dry into your skin. If you spray it on your clothes, it doesn't really give the same effect as it should. So that is one tip that I have for perfume.
What kind of scent do you lean towards?
I don't like anything floral. I'm not a huge floral girl. I kind of save that for my candles, I think. I like a fresh smell, like fresh, clean
like a linen.
laundry. Yeah. Or a vanilla that's not too like overpowering.
Yes, I agree. I'm the same way. I agree.
Florals aren't for me.
I did smell the female Burberry one was kind of good. And then
Burberry Brit, I think it's called.
maybe that's like the one I really liked. And then I was with this guy who was like, let's smell some Tom Fords. That shit
Tom Fords are good.
It was like pure tobacco. It smelled like it was like intense. You ever like smell a smell that reminds you of an ex?
All the time.
Every day.
Literally
Can't
every day.
even walk outside. Hits you in the face.
Every time I pass trash on the street, I'm like, oh, what have I texted him?
That was amazing. That was fucking amazing.
But yes, there are like this is gonna sound so weird, but there's this like Paco Rabanne like cologne that if I smell it, I immediately think of like Miami and like fighting with my boyfriend in a club. Like it's so uncomfy.
So amazing. But Montreal, you guys, thank you for all the support. It was amazing. But I do have to say, I walked past Joe Coy.
Oh my god.
Like I walked past him.
Yeah. And Chelsea Handler was there as well.
Chelsea
correct?
Handler was there. There was like a whole award ceremony with like Chelsea Handler, Amy Schumer, and I like slept through it or something, which I'm annoyed at, but it's okay.
Classic.
But like Joe Coy, not the tallest, handsome.
Yeah.
And also like one of the top grossing comedians. Like,
Messed around.
he also was like getting tattoos with comics. Like he's like getting tattoos now, so I think
either a cry for help or something very artsy of him.
I think she ended it.
Interesting.
I think that she was like unable to receive the love, and that's
That
why
he wanted
you know
to
when
give.
you're just complimenting them, you're like they were so great, but like
Yep.
they were
I
were
couldn't.
amazing. That's what happened, I think.
Wow, I called that all wrong. I thought because she was crying, he ended it with her, and she like was
Paige.
very emotional about it.
How many times have you cried when you did not want someone to get mad at you? I've cried during every time I
that's
broke
true.
up with a man. I cried. That's the only way to do it. Because what's it gonna do? Get mad at you while you're sobbing?
I'm going to tell you something, and this might be on brand, and it might be off brand,
Okay.
and I'm not sure what it is. I have broken up with every single boyfriend I've ever had,
Same.
and that's just being a
That's
boss ass
just
bitch.
Paige. That's crazy. I've broken up with every like official relationship. It's the ones that aren't official that get a little hazy.
Okay, that's dicey.
Those you
Those
always
are
lose.
Those don't count. Not one time in the actual final act of breaking up. Now, the months leading up, the weeks leading up, the days leading up, cry like a baby.
Crying.
Can't get it together. But it's really you're crying because you know change is coming, not because you care about that person. Really, that person is awful. The actual act of the last time you speak to that person,
You're cold.
cold as ice. Like I've already mourned this. I've already figured this plan out. Gotta go.
It takes you a lot longer to make decisions than me. I'm a little more
That's true.
impulsive, and like
That's true.
where you will sit on something for decades.
I will wait to the very last possible moment. Like I will be that girl that at my wedding, I'm going to be putting the dress on. I'm going to be like, you know what? It's so crazy. I got to go get a Starbucks. And I'm out. Like I'm gone. I know that to be
I
me.
feel like sometimes you wait for life to like fully let you know you're done with something.
Yeah.
Where I'll get like one.
I'm like, what
hint.
about one more sign?
Yeah. You're literally that bitch that unless a sign smacks you in the face, you're like, I'm not sure. Where like I'll get one weird feeling in my stomach and I'm like, I'm out. I'm fucking
Yeah,
out.
that is so you.
I remember once I was dating this football guy. We were together for like 6 months, but like wasn't official. And then
Yep.
whatever. You ever have a guy best friend that you're like, why do I like being around you so much?
Yeah.
Like I was excited when he texts me, but I never thought of
And
like
then you have sex
hooking
with
up
him.
with him. I never thought of it.
Oh, okay.
But I just
Yeah.
But finally I was like, look, I'm going after these like douchey athletes. Like, why don't I like be with a nice guy? Like this guy's my best friend. I'm like, do I like him? And then finally I think we were like, let's give it a try. And like 4 days in, I was like, nope, can't do it.
Who?
I was with him for like 4 days. I don't think I even told you about it.
That's, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, couldn't even like think of someone in my brain that could even be. You kept this guy under wraps.
He was a short king. I went from 6'7" to 5'7", and this guy was like so awesome. Like he's like husband material.
Sierra said a really funny thing the other day, and someone was trying to like set her up on a date, and she was like, I am done with these over 6 foot men. I need to be able to look a man in the eye now. Like she was like, I want to look at this motherfucker because I don't trust what they're doing
I
up
want to look
there.
into their soul because I don't know what's going on with the atmosphere up there, but it's not good. That is so funny. But yeah, I think like we hooked up and immediately I just was like, I'm going to get distracted by other people. Like, you know how like in the very beginning, you're not obsessed with them.
Yeah. And you're never going to be. Like if I'm not obsessed with you in the first meeting, I know I'm not going to, but for some reason I want to keep trying, but just not going to happen.
Yeah. And I did sleep through our Valentine's date. Like I took a nap and like forgot we had it. Like I was
Hannah,
doing
I have zero
toxic
recollection
things.
of this.
I know. I don't talk about it a lot because it was sad because the friendship is like never really the same after. What?
Have you ever seen him again?
Yeah. But he lives in LA. But
What?
yeah,
Who are
he was
you?
just it was not
Like,
important
where
to my
was
narrative.
I? Was I in a coma for like 6 months that I don't remember?
Basically, I just remember feeling horrible, and I walked in, and I was sobbing so hard, like I couldn't breathe. And the whole time, they just comfort you, and then you leave.
Want to hear another toxic thing about me?
Yeah.
But let's make that a segment.
Yeah.
Another toxic thing about me.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever broken up with someone in person.
That is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've had like years long I've had like 3 to 4 year long
Is it a
relationships.
phone call?
Yeah. I did one in person in a parking lot.
Do you know why? But you know why you're not that toxic? Because think about it. If you're about to go break up with someone, what are you going to do? Go on a date?
Yeah, like, well, how am I going to finagle this? Hey, let's talk. No.
Uber all the way to his place to sit down, like, or go to a public place? No. So it actually is.
He's
the
lucky
safest
I
thing.
didn't send it in an email.
You know, my one that I did over the phone was because the guy lived in Queens,
And that's valid.
which, like, honestly gave me the ick from the beginning.
Great Greek food, though. Great Greek food in Queens.
My toxic trait is that I love ghosting. I ghost if we've been on less than 2 dates and I don't
See
want to
ya.
do it. I'm not giving you a full breakup text about why you're
No.
not my soulmate, because
Just
that
move
takes
on.
energy from me.
Unless we've 3 dates, probably do like a slow fade.
And it's because I hate disappointing people.
Just had a vision of like you breaking up with someone and sending like, you know, and you can like hire people to go to people's door and like sing a song.
Wait, there should be a like breakup company where you just
Yeah.
tell them to do it for you.
Oh my God, Hannah, should we start that? We should start pranking. We should start pranking people.
You send them the contact and you go, hey, Hannah wants to let you know this. Because it's less painful. They do it. It's like checking off the list. You know, you go on 5 Hinge dates in a week. At the end, you send them all those 5 numbers. Be like, hey, just wrap this up for me. Thank you.
Imagine we pranked Craig and we just like sent one of these people to his front door and like broke up with him and then recorded it to see like what he did.
Imagine we had...
Sorry, that's so sinister. Oh my God, he would literally cry if he just heard me say that.
Should we just start a prank show, but the only person we prank is Craig? And he like doesn't catch on to it. It's like season 3. And he's like, are you guys pranking me?
Hannah, no, I need a prank show so badly, and I need us to be sitting in a trailer, like MTV Next style, and like in people's ears, and just being like, just go up to them and hand them an egg and say, can you hold this? Like, I just want to do like weird things.
I would absolutely die. Oh my God, my Be Real
I'm
just went off.
manifesting that.
Oh, see, Be Real just goes, Allie Mac just posted late. Like, snitching.
Oh my God, they blow you up.
Sorry, I'm really popular on Be Real. Also, have you heard of, I like almost got a cosmetic procedure.
Which one?
I heard of this thing called lip blushing. Have you heard of it?
No.
Why you say it like that?
Because I just like, what lips?
Okay, so lip blushing is this thing. I feel like people come at me online saying I don't put chapstick on, even though I do all the time. Because my lip color is like very similar to
I
the
thought
color
this
of my
was going to
skin.
be something sexual. I don't know why I went there.
Oh, you thought I meant labia lip?
Yeah, I was like, what? If I haven't heard it and it's for your actual lips, there's just no way in hell.
You literally go, oh no. And I'm like, what is this crazy? Like, I just want to like put some tint on my lip.
Like,
Okay, it's for my
vlogging her
labias.
vagina soon. Okay.
My labias are for later, but so it's called lip
Wait.
blushing.
They have it's like you get injected with something, or like
I think it's like basically a semi-permanent like 1-year lip tattoo where they
okay.
like you can kind of pick a color and they kind of dye your natural lip a color.
they have. Okay, why don't you first try the lipsticks that they have that do that? It's like a lip gloss that goes on blue. You leave it on and then you peel it off and it's like a rosy red color and it lasts. I want to say it only lasts maybe a day or
Yeah.
two. But I think try that first.
Well, this is the thing. I was just having fun because I'm in my, buying everything mode right now, and I'm consuming.
You're in your maximal.
Yes, maximalist mode.
Maximalist.
But then I was
knew it
looking
one
and
of
I
them.
don't feel like it looks that good on people. Because
Send me like some people who have done it. Like
in
pics.
theory, I thought it's from TikTok that I saw it. I thought like, oh, lip blushing, that would be great. Because like my mom would always be like, the only thing I want you to do is put something on your lip when you go out.
Yes.
It looks
My
good
mom
on,
says
and
that
like it
too.
does make my lips look great when I put color on it. But then I was
You
looking.
have the best lips in the game. Maybe that's why Hailey Bieber followed you, because she can recognize a well chiseled lip.
Paige. Wait, you're talking about my labia or my other lip? Which lip?
Your actual lips. This is actually so funny. One, I don't think I've ever seen your vagina, which makes me
Not trust me.
uncomfortable. Yeah, like I feel weird about it.
You've never seen my uneven labia?
No, but I saw Sierra's vagina this weekend for the first time, because she was like changing to get in the shower, and I was like, and I called attention to it. You bet I did. I said, so weird. I've never seen your vagina before, which is kind of crazy, but also that is exactly what I pictured your vagina to look like. And she was like, I don't know if I love the second comment. This bitch, if her body couldn't have gotten better, she has a Barbie doll vagina. It literally looks like she has one little slit, and like God was just like, oh, we forgot to put a vagina on her. Let's like make it so small and dainty. And honestly, it pissed me off. I got really annoyed by it. And now I'm thinking about like, who of my friends have I not seen their vaginas, and I've never seen yours.
I'm like kind of shy about showing my vagina to people. Like I have friends
weird.
who I've known not long enough who have been like, look at my pussy. I'm a little bit prude sometimes with that, but like we've seen each other nipples like nonstop.
I could literally draw your nipple if someone handed me a marker right now. But I'm just trying to think, like, we've changed in front of each other.
Okay, we'll do a YouTube
We've
video.
showered in front of each other.
Yeah.
But I've never looked at your vagina, and like I don't know what that says about
I feel
me,
like
what
I've
it
seen
says
your
about
vagina,
you.
but I haven't seen it from like an under angle.
I didn't see hers from an under angle either. Let me just put that out
I'm like,
there.
you didn't sit on my face.
I didn't investigate it, but I was just like, what a thing that like girls do. Like,
But the funniest part is like, how much have I even seen my own vagina? I avoid her.
I am pretty in there. I'm pretty in the know of what's going on with mine, and like I look at it a lot, see if everything's copacetic.
This is how little I know about my vagina. I accidentally got a landing strip because I like missed a part.
Okay.
when I was
it comes to
shaving,
shaving,
I missed a part, looked in the mirror and I go, do I have a full on landing strip? No, bitch,
I'm
you're
up
bad
in
at
there.
shaving.
yeah, that I know.
Yeah.
You miss your knees. It's like the focal point
Okay,
of
so
the
I
leg.
miss my knees. Imagine the crevices in my vagina.
Yeah. I don't want to get under there.
There's like one like long hair always like in my perineum.
Once you have a permanent perfume that you've picked out, then I'll feel comfortable looking at your vagina.
That's our friendship. You go, even if you even want me to look at your vag, you need to do some things first. Okay.
I also feel like no one's asked to look at mine, and that's making me feel a certain type of way. Like Sierra wasn't like, oh, I thought about yours too.
Well,
So
girls talk a lot about boobs. Like I feel like we can
That's
touch
true.
each other's boobs. We look at each other's boobs. We talk about our boobs, and like.
I've seen your and Sierra's boobs and
But like,
crazy
wouldn't it
now.
be weird if I took my shirt off and like turned away? Like, I feel like that's insulting.
That's highly insulting.
Yeah, you're not spread eagling your vagina with girls.
Correct.
Wow.
That was a motherfucking
So I don't think I'm gonna get my lips blushed. No, long story
Okay.
short, the colors looked kind of off. Like, and it's like, what if I
try
got
the lipstick. It's on TikTok.
Yeah, another thing. Finally, Britney Spears.
Oh my God. Britney Spears posted a video on Instagram that this was the first time she had ever gone to a bar. She was with like her assistant, and she was like, I feel so fancy and all this stuff. And I feel so bad for Britney Spears because obviously she went through something so traumatic. I basically feel like she was abducted and kept in captivity, and she like stopped emotionally growing up. And so she, like, at the age in which she knew like shit started happening is like the age she stopped developing, because like how old is she?
Well,
And
like,
she, the first
trauma freezes you too. Getting
For
famous freezes you, and
sure.
trauma freezes you.
I feel like she's literally like 14 years old, and I feel so sad for her. Like, she is probably going through such crazy emotions to like work through everything she went through.
And also, you know that there's tons of people throwing money at her to be like, do an interview, do a book, do this. So she's like has to navigate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Neo's been cheating on his wife for 8 years, but I don't know.
With
Who? She said everyone.
who? Didn't you hate that?
She was like cheating, lies, and deception. And this is my question.
Mm-hmm.
If a dude's cheating on you for 8 years.
I'm posting an inspirational quote on Instagram.
Oh my God, I know the quote too. It's like, what's meant for you will find you.
Guys, if I start posting inspirational quotes, check on me. One time I posted an inspirational quote, immediate text from my mom, is everything okay? I said, so it worked. Actually, no.
Inspirational quotes are for like your DMs, like between my friends. I'll send them like, oh, this made me think of you. But like once you're posting to the public, what's going on, boo?
Yeah, something's going on. It's kind of how I feel about crying on Instagram stories. Not me, not now.
Not ever.
But yeah.
Cry when you're trying to break up with your boyfriend and you don't want him to get mad at you.
Right.
Finally, I will watch the Shania Twain documentary. I got behind because I was in Montreal. 2, I have a show.
Okay.
You're going to kill me, but it's literally the best show I've ever watched.
What is that?
It's called Dark, and it's on Netflix. And when I tell you, it has like apocalypse, nuclear energy, romance. Like,
is it scary?
Is it what?
Scary?
No, not scary.
Okay.
It's more like interesting, fascinating, a little bit creepy.
Scripted.
Affairs, scripted.
Okay.
It's in German.
Oh, Hannah, come on. No. Now.
It is the craziest thing I've ever watched. But you can't look at your phone.
Okay, so you read it. You don't have it dubbed.
No. I don't dub. Oh, no. But you have to read it. And this could be a good exercise to be like, I'm off my phone for 3 hours. The show Dark on Netflix is so good.
We have to do a poll because I'm so interested on the Giggly Squad Instagram. If people, when they watch shows that originate in different like languages, do they watch it dubbed over with American sounds or do they read the subtitle?
I just feel like the American sound, the actors are always shite. Like they're like, oh no, where are you going?
The only other language that I subscribe to is Love Island.
People really liked your Love Island impersonation last episode.
2 new bombshells enter the villa. It's my whole personality.
And with that, thank you guys for giggling with us. We love you so much. We're going on the road. Check our link in our bio. We're road dogs. And we have really good merch coming out. Just keep an eye out.
Oh my God.
Love you guys.
Oh my God.
Bye.